I left my hair up. I'll take it down. We were without. Well, I'll leave that for everybody to get in here. There's nobody in here yet. So come on in. Come on in. I was watching Sneed's Farmhouse. She's in Coleman, Alabama a while ago, and she went to Tractor Supply and got some baby chicks. I don't really want some baby chicks, but if something got them, it would just absolutely. Oh my. I know critters need to eat too, but if something got my baby chicks, I would not like that. So come on in here, folks. Come on in. Well, where are you from? Kansas and Orlando. Where's everybody else from? Come on in. Let's have a shout. I'm in North Carolina. I am in North Carolina. And a few days ago, we were without power for, the better part of, I don't know, several hours. I forgot how much it was, how much time we were without power. But we were blessed because it wasn't a really hot day. It's never really a hot day here, but as soon as I got off the show this morning, guess what happened? Our power flashed. I hadn't even got up from my stool, and the power flashed, and the generator kicked on, and I had no internet. I've been, and it finally came back on. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do a show this afternoon because when I'm using the hotspot on my phone, I don't have enough bandwidth to stream. You could make a video, but you couldn't stream it live. So thank the Lord. I started rebuking and praying, and it got back. Here we are. We're live. Yeah, we're live. We're live. Just a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The dog's sitting at the front door waiting for Robert to come out of the basement. I don't know what Robert's doing in the basement, but he's always got something going on. He is busy, busy, busy. I don't have to give him honey-do list because he does it all on his own. All on his own. Santa Fe, New Mexico, Cincinnati. I've been to Cincinnati. We have 90 baby chicks. Laura, oh my goodness, 90 of them? What kind? What kind do you have? And Sneed Farmhouse, they got baby peacocks, little pea chicks. And the mother had been on top of a roof underneath a pine tree. She had built a nest out of pine needles, and she laid those eggs on top. And Alabama is hot. She was under this pine tree, and she hatched those babies. And they got them down yesterday. They dropped down. Mother just drops them off the roof, and they put them in. Miss Judy put them in a little run for all by themselves. So the chicks would be Cornish. I don't know that breed of chicken. I know Cornish fowl. I don't know that they're chicken, but maybe they're tiny chickens. I don't know. I've never really had chickens. I remember being 5 years old and helping my great grandmother gather eggs, and I got chased by a rooster. Chased by a rooster, and they have spurs on them, and that sort of scared me. And then we went into the hen house, and she reached her hand in the little nesting boxes, and there was a reptilian, a chicken snake. I don't know what a chicken snake is. I just know it was black, and it had swallowed one of their nest eggs, which was a golf ball. And my Uncle Billy, great grandmother's husband, Uncle Billy, her husband's brother. He took that snake out of the nesting box and took it to the ditch and cut the head off that snake and got that golf ball out of there because they need to save that golf ball for nest eggs because one egg in a box is gonna you're gonna think, well, I need to lay another one right there. Anyway, peep sounds must be so cute, yeah. So Miss Judy, she got Easter eggers and what is it? Rhode Island Reds or I think, but you just go have to look at her channel. She just loves her chickens. Just loves her chickens. Now Grandpa Adler's got too many roosters, and he's had to put 2 roosters in timeout, and he's going to take them to Chad's. But Chad won't have he won't he at Adler Farms he won't have anything to do with the rooster that goes after his boys. He'll chop that head off in a heartbeat if it's not a nice rooster. Cornish cross white chickens for soup. They are really big in just 4 months. Wow. I know Homestead Heart, they raise chickens, they raise meat chickens, and they love it. They get the grandkids involved in the day they put the chickens up, and they just have so much fun. Anyway, folks, I want to talk today. Let me get back to the topic. Every month we have a new habit, and the month of July, our habit was swishing and swiping. And some of you haven't done it yet. But I got this great testimonial, and I want to read it to you so you can see how powerful the power of swish and swipe. Praise for swish and swipe. This morning, I got a 911 message from my brother who recently broke his wrist and is overwhelmed by his life. He mentioned how his horrible bathroom mess. He mentioned his horrible bathroom mess, and I had just the suggestion for him. Yes, FlyLady to the rescue. I gave him my version of Swish and Swipe and shared how it had changed my life. I don't know what her version is, but guess what? You can adapt everything if you need to. That it had been a life changer. It was the first fly thing I incorporated into my life. I went on to share my daily list, my daily missions that keep me flying. I fall off of this from time to time. I'm not sure why. It's because the devil's on your shoulder telling you, oh, you can do this on your own. You don't need FlyLady. That's what's going on. You got some rebellion going on. But that's okay. You can rebuke it and it'll go away. I fall off the wagon from time to time, but I'm not sure why. But when I found my list the other day in the rubble of my desk, that's a hot spot, I started flying again. Such happiness returned. FlyLady, you are multiplied through your fly babies. And I'm so thankful for you. My brother was all ears and willing to try. I suggested the swish and swipe as his first baby step. May you be blessed, multiplied, like you are blessing others. Well, I am. God blesses me every day. Sometimes things are difficult, like my power went out today, and I just start rebuking. I know the power company was fixing whatever was messed up the other day because the same amount of people were without power. 1,040 something. But they got it fixed. We weren't without power all day long, and my house as well. I'm thankful for my well insulated house that kept the temperature just right. It didn't heat up. I, I prayed blessings over the Duke Power people that worked on our problem, because it was all up and down this mountain. Everybody up and down this mountain was without power. And I was thankful. I was thankful. And I praised God that it was done. Power went out the other night in the middle of the night. And it wasn't storming or anything. And Tulip got upset because the clock was flashing. She thought it was lightning. So we learned it's more the flash of light that gets her than the actual thunder. But our swish and swipe habit, if you've got more than one bathroom, drink your water. And every time you need to go potty, go to a different bathroom. It's going to change your life. This is the power of swish and swipe. And swish and swipe a different bathroom every time you go to potty. Now, if you only have one bathroom, just make sure you clean up after yourself. While you're sitting on the throne, look around and see if something needs to be done. So y'all, we can do this. Establishing this swish and swipe habit takes me longer to tell you how to do it. And if you're new here, I'm going to tell you. Here's what you do. While you're getting dressed in the morning, take your purple rag or silver rag or gray, whatever color rag you got. Get it a little wet and wipe down those dental floss home runs on your mirror. Because if you're flossing your teeth, you're going to keep them from falling out of your head. But sometimes it splatters on the window, on the mirror. Wipe your mirror. Wipe down your faucets. Wipe down your countertops. Put your makeup away after you put it on. I mean, all I really do is put on some lipstick. Every once in a while, if I got an owie, I'll put a little concealer that's a powder and put your makeup away. I got a place in a drawer for it, and it goes, I get one thing out and put it back, and one thing out and put it back. I put things up as I use them. Wipe down your countertop, wipe down your sink, and then you head over to the toilet. And I keep a vase and a toilet bowl brush, and the vase is filled. This one isn't, but I use Dawn dishwashing liquid. But if you don't want to go buy Dawn dishwashing liquids, I buy it by the gallon, so I've always got plenty. But you can use old shampoo, old body wash, little smidgens of stuff left in the bottom of a container, and mix about the same amount of water with it and pour it in your toilet bowl brush holder. If you don't have one of ours, use a vase that you got hiding under your kitchen sink. And I know you've got those. I know you do. I know you do. And here's one right here that I turned into the vase that holds a feather duster. But it could just as easily hold a toilet bowl brush. One time I ran around the house and collected a bunch of items, everything from a Tiffany vase that I'd been given for my birthday to a sugar container that you get sugar in. You can have a toilet bowl brush and in just about anything. But a vase you get flowers in works. I use a crock that a friend of mine gave me that her sister had made. And it was just a big earthen tone, bulbous bottom base. And I put one of those flower frogs that has little points sticking up down in the bottom of it so that my toilet bowl brush doesn't sit on the bottom. But all I do is lift it up, let it drip, because if it's thin, if The 50-50 solution is thin enough, it'll just drip right off, put it right over to the toilet, and swish the toilet. Bam. And if you have little boys, you may need some paper towels or a supply of white washcloths that you can wet down and wipe down the base of the toilet and around the edges because they tend to miss. And if you have little boys that miss a lot, you might want to put some Cheerios or some Fruit Loops or something that they can throw them in the toilet and aim. Have a target to hit, and you'll be glad you did because you won't have as many little puddles all on the floor. It works for big boys too. But don't treat your husbands like children. But show your husband the trick, and he will help the little one to hit the bowl. But that habit, establishing that habit, you never have to clean your bathroom again because it's always 1 minute away from being clean. Now, when I'm in my bathtub is when I'm sitting there because I like to take a bath, and I keep a purple rag in my bathtub. I keep a toilet bowl brush, a clean one, brand new one, in my bathtub. And I've even got a rubber scrubber in there that I can scrub knees and elbows, and that's our pampering mission for this week, is scrubbing your knees and elbows to get those rough, crusty patches off. But I use it to scrub the jets in my tub. And I keep a bar of soap in there that somebody gave me once upon a It's a purple bar of soap. It's a nice bar of soap, but I just scrub on her a little bit and scrub my jets with it. And then it's the same soap I would put on my body, and I wipe down the edges of the tub. Now, I have a tip for you. If you put essential oils in your bath water, that stuff's slick. If you put coconut oil in your bath water, it's slick. I always leave the essential oil bottle or the coconut oil bottle in the bottom of my tub to remind me that it's slick, so that I'm holding on. I've got a handlebar, so to speak. It's a handicapped bar, but Robert put it in because I didn't feel safe getting out of the tub sometime because it was slick. So now I have something to hold on to, and it works. And it's bolted right through this closet in front of me, right through to this side. And it does a great job. And it'll hold my fat butt. And I am happy, happy, happy. Well, they're talking about height, somebody being 4'11". This is a great tool for reaching. All you got to do is do that. And reach up high, reach low. I mean, I use it all. I have one right by my chair. Right by my chair where I can reach things that slide under my chair. Maybe I drop an AirPod and I can't find it. This thing comes into its own use. And I never thought about that until we got a testimonial about how one of our fly babies who was having shoulder troubles couldn't reach to the back of her dryer. And so she put a shepherd's hook on it and pulled her clothes out of the dryer. I think that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So Swish and Swat keeps your bathroom clean all the time, ready for company, day in and day out, ready for you not to feel grossed out by your own bathroom. This is what is so beautiful about this habit, because once you get it, you're gonna be swishing, swiping. Well, let's just say I have been known. I got caught swishing and swiping, not really swishing a toilet, but I got caught swiping a countertop in the Space Needle in Seattle one time. Patty and I were in there, and I was wiping down. I'd gotten a paper towel, and I was wiping down. I dried my hands, but it was still a good paper towel. And so I wiped down all the water splatters, and soap splatters on the countertop. And this woman looks at us and said, "Do y'all do FlyLady?" Patty and I said, Patty said, yeah, that's FlyLady. So you get caught. Yeah, I also have a back scratcher that I have right by my chair too. It sits in my little magazine rack that I've used for those things. But I love this. I love this idea right here. So, folks, Swish and Swipe can make a huge difference in your home because your bathroom is always going to smell pretty. It's always going to look pretty, and you're not going to be grossed out when you go in there. So, folks, please don't give up on our monthly habits. They make a huge difference. And we've got another 6 days after today to do Swish and Swipe. Jump in right now. Just because it's the end of the month doesn't mean you don't think you have time. You can continue to practice it next month too. It's going to be every day for the rest of your life because I was just reminded of a testimonial we got once upon a time. Next month, our habit is doing a load of laundry every day. And we had this fly baby that wrote in long time ago, and she said they were in the military. Her husband was Navy. He was a commander or something. And she and her daughter, little daughter, 7, 8 years old, were doing laundry, and there was some of Daddy's underwear, and Mommy was folding it. Well, the little girl got a piece of underwear, and Mommy says, "I'll fold Daddy's underwear. That's okay. I'll fold Daddy's underwear." And she put her little hands on her hips, and she said, "I might as well learn to fold underwear because I'm going to be folding it for the rest of my life." Can you just see her? Where did she learn that attitude? That was my first thought. But when you do laundry every day, it never piles up on you. If you have to do 2 loads of laundry every day, it never gets so bad that you can't just pack and pack a suitcase to go on a little trip. So you see what your habits can do. They can change everything if you will allow it. Just let them just roll right over you in a good way. Just a wave of doing your morning routine, swishing and swiping your bathroom, making your bed when you get out of it. So you see, it's not hard if we will just allow these monthly habits that we practice. If you're new here and you don't know what they are, in January, we start with shining our sink. And we reinforce that for those that have been here for a long time. There's 111 people in here, and that's my favorite number. That's a sign. I don't ever ask for signs, but I get them all the time. January's habit is keeping your sink clean and shiny. And people say, "What does that matter? My house is a mess." But keeping that sink clean and shiny gives you a sense of peace when you walk into your kitchen. You keep your dishwasher emptied because you need a place to put your dirty dishes. It's that simple. It is that simple. That shiny sink was the beginning. It was my first habit, just like Swish and Swipe was this lady's first habit. She did it. She kept up with it. She gave herself a gold star every day. If you're not giving yourself gold stars for practicing these wonderful habits. February's habit is decluttering 15 minutes every day. Like I say, you can do anything for 15 minutes. Where's my timer? You can do anything for 15 minutes. Look at that. And when you break decluttering down into 5-minute increments, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes in the evening. Well, I've got a surprise mission for you right now. Go declutter one drawer for every person in your home. Start with you. Declutter one drawer because this is going to help you put your laundry away when we start this new habit. That empty drawer is going to give you a place to put your kids' clothes. Some kids name it their tomorrow drawer because that's where all their clothes are. Utilize that drawer to be able to keep you from living out of a laundry basket. And if you have a laundry basket that you're getting dressed out of, and you have a kitty, that kitty is probably going to leave you a present, or they're going to sleep on those clothes. So it's best to get the clothes into the drawer. That simple. Just that simple. Do it for every person in your family. And if you have to put a Post-it note label on the outside of the drawer, shorts, pants, tops. Post-it note right there. I showed you the Post-it note tape this morning. It works. It really does until they learn where things go. March's habit is getting dressed to lace up shoes every day. When you got your laundry done, it's easy to get dressed to lace up shoes. April's habit is making your bed. Making your bed when you first get up in the morning. It's a race for me because I usually got to go pee like a racehorse. So I'm working real hard to get my bed made, get the dog out of the bed so I can make the bed. Then somebody's saying they're having a hard time putting away clothes. Well, having that empty drawer will help. But also, as soon as you fold the clothes, take them and put them away. Don't wait for your kids to do it. Just take them and put them away. Laundry has 5 parts: sort, wash, dry. Sorting, when I'm sorting clothes, I do it as I take them off. Robert taught me this. He has a basket full of lights and a basket full of darks. And when the basket is full, that's a load. Okay, sort, wash, dry, fold or hang up. Patty hangs up all of her stuff. And the 5th thing is put away. Don't leave it in the basket because it'll get messed up. Or somebody pull an item of clothing out and make a mess of everything. I keep my clothing stacked like files. And it's in a basket in my bathroom. May's habit is moving, getting up and moving your butt around, doing something. Setting your timer every 15 minutes and getting up and walking around if you work from home. Get up. Get up and move. June's habit is drinking your water. Come up with a system of counting how much water you're drinking. A cup of water, about 8 ounces once an hour, not once a day, every hour. Get at the top of the hour, set a timer, not really a timer, but set an alarm on your phone. And we've all got alarms, y'all. We've all got alarms on our phone. It looks like a clock. Set an alarm on your phone for every hour from 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. You'll get your water in and you'll have the cleanest bathrooms in town. drinking your water. It's June. July's is Swish and Swipe. Every time you in your bathroom, do a little something to make that bathroom look a little bit better. August habit is doing a load of laundry every day. If you have a huge family, you need to do 2 loads, maybe 3 loads a day. But I like to start my laundry after I take my bath because I don't want to use up my hot water. And so Robert takes a shower in the morning. I take a bath at night. And I usually do it right after we have dinner. And I can take a load of laundry and run the washing machine. Then first thing in the morning, I don't have to run any water. All I got to do is go put them in the dryer. And in 30 minutes, and I never dry anything on high, on super hot, except towels. But then I don't really, I dry them on medium because I don't want my dryer to get so hot. And I got clean laundry all the time. That's August. September's habit is going to be your before bed routine. That before bed routine, you can start practicing it right now because you got kids starting school. And you need to make lunches and develop a launch pad so that you don't forget anything. And you'll be blown away about how efficient your morning's going to be when you have that launch pad set up and you're prepared for your day because you've done your before bed routine. October's habit is we're going to tackle paper clutter. 5, 10, 15 minutes a day. You're going to take that much of your pile of your paper clutter and go through it. Most of it's going to be to shred or give away, not give away, but recycle or put in the fire pit and burn. But you got to make sure you can burn in your area. November's habit is going to be menu planning. We do menu planning every Tuesday, but we're going to focus really hard to use up the food that is in our freezers, in our refrigerators, and maybe not spend a whole lot of money on groceries in the month of November because we're getting ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we probably need a little extra money to have for Christmas presents. So we eat out of our pantry and our freezer. Plan our meals around what we have already in stock. And then December is the most fun habit of the whole year, and that's pampering ourselves. And this morning I had sent out the sneak peek. At the bottom of the sneak peek, you will see 5 pages of pampering missions that are on our website that you can grab, put into a document, print them out, cut them into pieces, and put them in a bowl or put them in a peanut butter jar, fold it up, and you'll have a pamper mission for practically every day of the year. You just pull one out and do it. And that it's a fun gift too. If you wanted to make up some pampering missions to give away as gifts to somebody and put it in a pretty, let the kids turn it into a little stained glass collage with glue it on tissue paper and some different things. Be a cute little gift for somebody in your life that you want to bless. Anyway, y'all, that's 12 months in just a little while. And each habit we practice, not just for 21 days, we practice for the whole month. And that whole month of habits, practicing that habit every single day is going to change your life. And it's going to teach you how things work in FlyLady land. It really is. And you're going to see a big difference in your home just by doing the habit of the month. And then we piggyback those habits with other habits that we need to learn. So when you get your sink clean and shiny, maybe you want to start laying out a new dish towel every night. And if you want to use a new clean dish towel every night, you might need to buy 7 of these things. Now, They don't have the days of the week on them. People didn't like the days of the week. It made them realize they had not changed their dish towel in a while. But if the shoe fits, you got to deal with it. But get you some dish towels ordered. They're 40% off right now. This isn't going to last forever. Justin's been coming up with some wonderful headlines for me. Let's see what. The complete pack is our best deal in the fly shop. It has everything you need to keep your house clean and shiny. Every room has its own little swish and swipe. Every room does. In the living room, it's your coffee table. So we've been doing Christmas in July. Christmas in July is ending July 31st. And get your blue and gray rags, because once they're gone, we're not going to have that color anymore. And Swish and Swipe pack is going off sale and at the end of the month too. So y'all, take some time today to start planning, implementing our habits of the month. You'll be glad you did. It'll change everything. I love you all. Thanks for spending tea time with me. I left my tea in yonder. It was iced tea this time. I'll see y'all later. Be good, kind, and sweet. Good to yourself by going over the habit of the month and doing it every day. Did you all get my email about calendar delivery? All the calendars that have been purchased have been shipped out. So Justin probably got it. So I'm sure we got it. Send it to FlyLady@FlyLady.net with calendar in the subject line. If you got a testimonial, please send me your testimonials. They are like hugs to me. They make a huge difference. So be good to yourself by practicing the habit of the month. Be kind to others by sharing the habit of the month with somebody, just like this lady in this testimonial did with her brother. She shared Swish and Swipe with him. There's no excuse. And let the joy that's in here, your testimony, show the world who you are, a child of the Most High God, the only living God in the universe. I love you all. I'll see you later. Tomorrow morning, it's anti-procrastination. Now, you know what that means. Get some chicken thighs in the refrigerator, thawing up, because we're gonna make surprise chicken. You put it away as soon as you fold it. And if you're not folding it while it's warm coming out of the dryer, you got wrinkled clothes. See y'all later. Bye.